Almost 30 people. Hi, Karen. How are you doing? Well, there's only one of you, but anyway, I have a blue line flag in my neighborhood, and I need to know how to proceed. Just saw it tonight. Because I want to just, I think I should just write a letter saying, hey, you know what this flag is, you know what it represents, it's a desecration of the American flag, yada yada. But I really don't know because this town's weird. This whole state's weird. A match should work. I can't do that, Karen. That's not the way to do things. Violence never solves anything. All it does is create more problems for people. Being the aggressor never, ever has done anybody any good in the long run. In the short term, yeah, I gotta fix this bed. Jesus Christ. I know you are. I know. I know you, dear. It's all good. No, I'm just really, I don't know what to do. Because the first flag I ever saw in around my neighborhood was a couple years ago, and I didn't say anything about it. But this is in my neighborhood. This is a block from my house. And yeah, everybody can think how they want, be how they want. I don't know. I just don't know. That's why I ask questions. Because when you ask questions, you I'll figure it out. Thanks, Karen. Have a good dinner. I had nachos tonight. Homemade nachos. Oh, they always fill me up. They're so good. And I just keep eating because they're just there, and I just want them. Oh, I love nachos. Nachos are good. Tacos are good too. Oh, burritos are wonderful. I love burritos, tacos. I could eat them all week long. I really could. I really could. Then you get bored of them after a while, of course. But two, three times a week, I wouldn't mind. I love tacos. I love the taco. I love the tacos. We also had. Well, I don't. You're not here. We had poll watchers at our polling place today, sitting there trying to be very serendip. Hey, Druzy, how you doing? Trying to be very sneaky about it by just on the phone, always sitting there watching people. I thought it was funny. Actually, watched a well, it's a crime. I watched a crime happen tonight too. I mean, it's one of those who gives a fuck crimes. It's like really, but it's still a crime, and everybody just laughs it off because ha ha ha, it's so cute. Ha, ha. No, I haven't. Well, I haven't witnessed a murder yet, but I do know or knew murderers in the past. No, I watched a kid bring a double murder. I watched a child of at least 6 or 7 years old bring his parents' ballots to the ballot box. That's a crime. I've also been around some of the most wanted people in California. Actually, the single. I think he was the second most wanted guy in California for drugs, for drug trafficking. I've known many a murderer, gang member, stuff like that. I used to hang around with dangerous people. That's how boring my town was. I have witnessed a knife fight once when I was very young between two women. We were going to a Greek restaurant at the time. Why I remember that, I'll never know. And I was in Massachusetts. I think that's why I remember, because it was Greek food. Because you eat it with your fingers. And those little pita bread things. How's Torty doing today? Did Torty go and vote too? Yes, it was. That was the first and last Greek restaurant I've ever been to. I've only been to one Greek restaurant, one Kenyan restaurant, one Japanese restaurant, a bunch of American Chinese restaurants, but you know. Yeah. Why? I can't hate food? I hate all kinds of food. Fuck. I even hate American food. There's a lot of foods I just don't eat. I don't eat it. I am a very my grandmother was a very plain steak and potatoes kind of lady, and well, my mother tried to cook better, but I'm pretty plain when it comes to food. Well, Druzy, that's how I am. I listen. Unlike some people who don't listen to their chat. You're out there, spirit somewhere. Yeah, that's how I am, man. I'm different. Oh, I should really read these responses to comments. I think I might tonight because I did some really good responding tonight. I do assume, at least from my perspective. Some guy was trying to call me a racist, and I kept turning it around. And he kept at it too. It was really weird. Oh, I do too. Look, don't get me wrong. There are some stuff out there that I do like. I just haven't experienced a lot of it. Like, I don't go to Indian food. I don't like a lot of hot spices, but I will eat some spicy stuff. I like American Chinese food because, that's what it is. It's American Chinese. Plus, it's got MSG in it, which always makes food good. You can put MSG on anything and it'd make it good. So, and it's not bad for you, which is even better. Haha. Hee hee. Ho ho. This fucker has got to go. Hee hee. Ho ho. Yeah, I went down and put my ballot in. I even did a federal crime. I put my sons in there. Ooh, I'm such a criminal. Do you see Auditing America's channel? He's in Guam watching them do the vote, and he's saying, oh, they're cheating. No, they're not. Yeah, it's American made. Just because it says it, it's still American made. Like, you can go to the store and get yourself some couscous or some chicken marsala mix and make it up yourself. It's your, it's right there. Yeah, I was just over at Auditing America's channel, and he's over in Guam watching them vote, and he's in his title is watching them cheating. They're not cheating. No one is cheating. If anyone's cheating, it's the Republicans who are trying to turn this world into a fucking one religion, one color fucking world. God, I can't stand this. Fucking went walking tonight to the store. Hurt my legs because I don't walk much anymore. I know I should, but damn, my calves, they hurt. I should stretch. Yeah, I actually stumbled across him a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay. And then I stumbled on across a couple more since then. They seem to be popping up here and there, all these different new names, which is great. Hey, I'm doing all right, Too Tall. Well, the question is I have there's a house about a block from my house right now who has a Blue Lines flag up. And I was just asking people's opinion on what I should do and how I should approach it. My wife doesn't give a fuck. I don't think my mother would either. Oh, I do too, Jersey. Not like I used to. Not like I used to at all. But I pay attention because you need to pay attention and see what's going on. You know, I watch them. I comment from time to time. But I have a different view on things. Hey, sis, how you doing? I was hoping you'd stop in. And for some reason, I don't know, I looked at one video, just one. You think so, Rob? Now, I didn't think about that. See, that's why I ask questions. I get different responses. Thank you. I might. Yeah. But some from the start, I dropped a lot of people from that. Some of these newer ones, they've taken to being different in their approach on it, but still doing the same stuff. But anyways, as I was saying, I looked at one motorcycle video the other day. Now I'm getting inundated with nothing but motorcycle videos. But I don't know. I also don't know these people. And I know we've been living in the same neighborhood for over 21 years. But I still don't know any of my neighbors really that well. Because I just don't talk to them. No reason to. You know? Yes, I would like to foster more community outreach to people, but why would I want a flamethrower? I can make one. I don't need one. Just because, it's easy. I know how to make napalm too. And bombs. And acid. LSD. And I know how to make a lot of things. I just don't do it. Because there's no need. There's need for the knowledge, but not need for the devices. Excuse me, I'm doing a school project. We're wondering why you're desecrating the flag in the United States of America. Yes, hello, hi. I don't even have a good suit to go, or anything that's dress upable. I don't dress up. I don't dress in suits. I don't dress up in fancy clothes. I got normal people clothes. Well, Rob, but see, because I can make my own. I think that's where America's failing. Well, that's where society has failed from the very beginning. Allowing somebody to make something for you, do something for you, when you could have, should have done it yourself. Yep. Potatoes are deadly. You can make cyanide with potatoes. And vodka. I love potatoes. They're so good. They're so bland, yet so good. They make butter taste really good. Little bit of salt, little bit of pepper, little bit of butter. Mm. Put some chives and cheese in there. Ooh, your brain's floating. I'm wondering what the fuck is wrong with you and what the fuck are you thinking? Applying those colors? Yes, hello. We're with the Community Watch program that we're starting up here, and we're just wondering why you're such a fucking flaming idiot. Would you care to comment? Asking for a friend. I need one more person. Give me 30. Just use the discount code 420. That's actually a hack. You know that? If something asks for a hack for a discount code, I forget what it was though. Oh, military. Put military in there on any discount code where it asks for a discount code, and a lot of companies will have a military discount code in there. Mm-hmm. Straight fracks. Where's everybody else at? Damn. Probably out having a life. Destroys Tootsie Roll. Right on, Rob. Let me see if I got you. Oh, see? What the fuck, eh? I thought I had you. There you go. Sorry. I'm on there now. Oh, he's live right now, huh? That's why everybody's over there watching you. I like your banner. That's nice. That's a nice sunrise sunset. That looks really cool. Sis, you still there? You pass out again? Feeling all right? Everything going good? How's Torty doing, Drew? I much prefer small crowds, but I wish you fuckers had talked more. All right, sis. Just wondering. I worry about you. Somebody tried to laugh. Check this one out. Somebody wrote me this. You are very special, and then he put LOL at the end. So I sent him one that said, "Why, thank you. You notice that I'm special." And he kept coming back. He goes, "I'm laughing at you for a reason." And I said, "I know you are." Somebody's trying to bait me into fucking talking about racist shit. I don't. Some people, man, these weird ass people. No, what? No, I did not hear that, and I think that's weird that you would bring that kind of stuff in. It's just weird. That's what you are, Rob. just weird. 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 Make the world smile. Excuse me, sir. I don't know. Then I finally went out. I don't normally go out at night, so I never really see what the town's like at night. They already put up fucking Christmas lights. I just looked over when I was walking. I was like, they got Christmas lights up. Why don't they just leave them up? Shit. Makes the streets look better. Instead of all darkened. Ugh. But I've never really go outside here. This town goes nuts at 5 o'clock, man. Then I remembered, oh yeah, people do a 9 to 5 from time to time. Dead air, dead air. I might just play video games. I don't know. I'm tired. I was tired yesterday too. But I gotta go shopping tomorrow. And I tried. Oh my God, you should have seen the dreams I had. Oh goodness. I had a dream this morning, and it was all convoluted and weird to begin with, but I was an attorney that only had a shirt on, and I had to take my pants off at some point because they were getting hot or something. And I was questioning Fred Flintstone. Shut up, Spirit. I was questioning Fred Flintstone about how many poops he had in his commercials. It was really weird. Really, really weird. But at least it was with Fred Flintstone, so that was cool. And then there was some side thing going on, and I was telling the person, shut up, you don't have to answer questions. And the other guy just kept asking questions. Weird. I love my pills at times. Shut up, Spirit. Bastard. With a big cocksucker. Motherfucker. Yeah, I know. Well, she should have said it right then. See, 20 years later, nah. I don't have truck with that. It is. Whose live stream, Druzy? Whose? I know, Rob. You've mentioned it before. We know about it. Oh, damn. Well, I got 6 watching. Woohoo! Welcome. How you doing, people? Are you here to see if I say something provocative? Like Nigeria? You should be able to subscribe to yourself. That's what people want. They want to see me go say something silly so they can go, oh, look what he said. And really, 60, who the hell is 66 Samas? Never even heard the name. Never even heard the name. You could put up the link, because you're blue there. No, I don't think I will. I think you're trying to troll me into going someplace that's just nasty, and I don't fall for those, Drew. The last one I fell for is 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and never again. No. Never again. The Earth might be just not flat, because it's not flat. It is weird. Tell you that much. Coming home, the moon's all the way over there when it should be over there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing over there, moon? Silly moon. He retracted his statement. The earth is not flat. It's rounded. Actually, it's got a beer gut. I keep telling you people. It has a beer gut. It's an orboid. Why is he drumming? And why are they singing Never Gonna Give You Up in the chat? No thanks. That's not answering anything but the level of noise in my head. Oh, when people donate, wonderful. Such a grown-up, responsible American. Oh, my feet. The earth is shaped like a kangaroo and we're on the butt side. Katy Perry is a Republican. Knew there was something wrong with her. Yes, Save. This is a Republican live stream. Why aren't you blue? Are you the real Save? Why do you only have 23 subscribers? No, this is not the Republican live stream. This is the We Can Save You If You're a Republican stream. Just listen to the sound of my soothing voice. Ah, well, that's cool, Drew. I didn't know you liked drumming. That's right on. I like those chicks that do the drumming. You know, the ones that are saying, "Oh, look at me. This girl can drum real good, bro." Or the ones that play the guitar or some shit like that. It's not that hard when you practice. Well, now you're blue, Save, so there you go. That's a fake Save the Humans? Are you fake Save? Yeah, but see, Save, what happens is, though... Oh, right on. That's cool. Let them drop links. I don't care. I can always take it away. All Democrats will not burn in a lake of fire. It will be all Republicans because, yeah, they're insane. Independent party. Could be a different... Well, you know, he does auditing, so I don't know. Or put... If you have a... Spirit, if you got Save's channel, put it up. Let me see. He only has 2 videos. That's weird. The Banana Republic of the Congo. No, they're not. It's the other way around. Democrats are crazy, but the Republicans are the unconstitutional ones because they're trying to turn this country into a one party, one religion, one skin color country. I understand, but I know the truth. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn this country into something that it doesn't represent at all. That the founding fathers never wanted to have happen. The people who came to this country at the very first were running from the same thing that the Republican Party is currently trying to do to the country. You went to the Congo? How did you go to the Congo? Fuck's sake. Well, I go to your school, fuck. Yeah, we're going to the Congo today, kids. Let's go. We've got a jet and a bus waiting for us. Or did you go to the school with a magic school bus? They're not trying to outlaw, they're not trying to infringe on the Second Amendment rights. What they're trying to do is pass reasonable, intelligent gun laws, gun restrictions, because you don't need a fucking 30-round magazine to take out a deer. Yes, responsibility. They're trying to show people that there is a better way. They can have all the guns they want. Yeah, you went to the Congo. They can have all the guns they want. They just want people to be responsible. They just want people to and then you go to Texas, right? You see all those Texas freaking people, cop watchers and shit like that, who have guns, and they don't act like people should have guns. So what's that all about? I don't care about the mag capacity. You don't need 30 rounds to fucking take out a deer. You keep your 30-round magazines. I don't live in a fantasy world. I live in a normal world. And attacking, if you need a 30-round magazine to take out attackers, you're living in the wrong part of the world. No one's going to attack. And by the time you get your gun out of your gun safe or wherever you keep it, they're already going to be on top of you. That's why you keep shotguns. Shotguns are okay because you can just take out a whole crowd. You don't need it, but you don't need it. I understand the fascination with guns, but you know what? I've had one gun in my entire life, and we sold it as soon as me and my wife got married, and I found out that she had a gun in the house. I sold it because we don't need one. If you need guns to protect yourself, you're living in the wrong part of the country or the wrong part of the world. I don't see a very high uptick of home invasions with people with assault rifles coming to kill people. Yes, but I know. But also, if you hit somebody with rock salt, they ain't coming back at you. And they still live. It's not your right to take somebody else's life. If they're trying to take your life, do everything you can to stop that. But it's not your right to take somebody else's life. It's not their right to take your life, but they're trying, and I get that. And that's a philosophical question that will go down for the ages, but that's how I feel. No one's going to save me. I will save myself. I will save myself. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of guns. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. because I'm not, I don't live in fear that somebody's going to come and bust in my very, I'm not exactly the richest man on the planet here, and even those rich people, nobody's going to really rob them either. Do you see gangs of people going around robbing people on a constant basis? No, you don't. It's just fear mongering. And the people that say, well, we need it for the Second Amendment, I don't think you people understand how tanks work, or bombs, or planes with bombs, or anything else that the United States government has. Man, that's great, Drew. And that's what we can do. We can own guns. Yeah, exactly. I carry a big lead pipe. Actually, not a lead pipe. I carry, when I'm, for my home defense. Where is it? For home defense, that's mine. Somebody comes in my house, they're getting this upside the head. I also have baseball bats, clubs. I got a sword somewhere, various knives. I have a lovely knife that I love. No one's coming in my house. You can be prepared. That's fine if you're waiting for a dystopian future to happen. The cops aren't needed, really. We need to change the cops themselves. We need to change the whole system. But we need people focused on that instead of spread out all over the place. Will anybody listen to what I have to say and change the world? No. Will anybody think that my ideas are so awesome that they'll go out of their way to, make them reality? No. These are my personal feelings, my thoughts, my way of thinking about the world. I'm never going to change people's minds. I can talk to you about it, but most people's minds are already set long before I talk to them. Did you see that guy that got pulled over for saying fuck you to the cops, that foreign guy? I forget what his name was. I just subscribed to him tonight, too. What really blows your mind is that 1 horsepower is 15 horsepower. Or 1 horse has 15 horsepower. The world is what it is, and it's going to get confused until it isn't anymore. Then yeah, you don't need 800 horsepower. A fucking moped's just fine. No, you don't need an F-150 fucking 5-ton. But it's okay if you want one. Just know that your actions affect the entire planet, not just you and your surrounding area. But nobody does. Like buying a Tesla car. Buying a Tesla car is probably the worst thing you could do. Because, quite frankly, those pollute the world more than a regular car does in the long run. No, I don't support infringement of rights. Wait, you want safety? No, I don't want to take away the Second Amendment rights. Never said that. I would hold parents more accountable for their children. Yes. So no, you're wrong in the fact that I want to take away Second Amendment rights. No, I don't. I want people to be responsible, knowing how to handle their guns, knowing when a gun is, taking a life, getting the morals behind the morals and values of being a better human being, an American. Yeah, you went to the volleyball team on a moped. Yeah, I know. I don't support infringement of rights. I support education of rights. I support the education of people who think that they know what they're saying is right when it's wrong. It boggles the mind how many people are so hell-bent on following a path that isn't real. You know, you want to change the way the Democrats think about the Second Amendment and whatever you think that they're going to try to do, change it. But the Republicans are not the answer. They want to turn this country into a one religion, one skin color, one party country. That is the goal. I didn't get hunter safety in school. And it should be everywhere. Gun safety should be a part of teaching. But not just gun safety, gun how to, where to, when to. Education. I'm all for education. I am all for education. I think we need much more education. I think we need not just education, but tests about education levels in this country. And when they find that most of this country is too fucking stupid to run a fucking lawnmower, let alone a fucking car, we try to improve things. You know, it's different everywhere in this country. It's, you know, I know we all zoom into the fact that this is our you know, where we grew up is like the rest of the country. No, I've got different things from my school that you got from your school. Yeah, and some schools are like that. They say something that they're teaching you, but when they're really not teaching you anything. I don't just say words to say them, Save. I firmly believe what I'm saying. We need education. We need to teach our kids that a lot of different things than we're getting taught right now. Because reading, writing, arithmetic does not do a thing for somebody, for most people, especially the working class. You know, there has to be a working class, or nobody's gonna get anything done. That's why we ship shit over to China. You know, I firmly believe that education is key. I firmly believe that the things that people believe in this country about the Constitution and the laws are wrong, and they need to be educated to understand them. I think we need to teach law in schools. And when not to, you know, obey a police officer, when, you know, and have them more integrated in the education system. Not indoctrinating them into the police or anything like that, but educating people on their rights and how to apply them to your everyday life. I think education is what people need, and they need it constantly, not just 12 years of it. Not just, you know, I've learned everything I know. No, I understand. It's all good. Well, we can agree. We definitely can agree. But I think it has. Oh, I gotta take this. It has to be on paper, and it has to be written out. And you got to use small words because not a lot of people understand that shit. You can have all the guns you want. It's all scary stuff, I know. You can have all the guns you want. But what happens here? And here's a question. What happens if your guns get used against you? What then? Gonna get more guns? Well, that's all the problem? If you get more guns? even though your guns are being used against you. And I can probably guarantee you, Save. I can probably guarantee that I could come into your house, tie you up before you could even reach for a gun. That's where, what's his name? Conspiracy media would go, oh no, I just shoot you. Humans have proven themselves into bucking the system. Okay. Bucking whatever comes their way. Locks, rules, laws. We always find some way to get around it. There's a way to get around everything if you but think about it. And those people that are serious about coming after you will be thinking about it. They will think, well, we know he's got guns. We know he's got, cameras, this, that, and the other thing. So how do we get around that? They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Yeah, it may be in less than arm's reach, but what are you going to do, say, at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're dead asleep and they put a gas in your house that knocks you out? You going to reach for your gun then? No, because you're going to be knocked out. Just saying. There's ways to get around people who think that a gun is going to save them. Because it's not. You want to rig your house to explode? There's one way. They'll figure around that way too. It's what humans do best. We figure a way around rules and regulations and laws and all manner of things. It's part of what being a human is. Figuring shit out. I want some more nachos. I'm too full though, but I want more nachos. These are not the droids you're looking for. Did you see that in the movie? The new movie with what's her name, Rey, whatever, in the new Star Wars movie. She does the same thing, and it's like they're both standing there looking kind of shocked because it worked. Well, that's what I'm saying, Drew. It could be a lot. The human body does go for a bunch. And certain body parts actually go for quite a lot. Your kidney, your eyes. Yeah. So I just toss a fucking Molotov cocktail in your house and walk away. What's your gun gonna do then? Shoot the flames? Sorry, opening a bag of chips. What is having a gun gonna do to a 5-ton bomb being dropped from 10,000 feet? Not a lot. The only way to beat that is common sense. Talking, discussing, politics, give and take. And to think about it, if you want the guns, that's fine. Guess what? We can control the gunpowder. Then what? Your gun ain't gonna have a bullet to fire. We should. Gasoline is a very powerful chemical. You can do all kinds of wonderful things. But knowing humans, it also can do a whole bunch of bad. That's not an argument. I'm just saying. Exactly, but like I'm saying, those weapons are useless in a lot of the scenarios that I've given. if somebody is willing and determined to do you harm. They will find some way to do you harm without putting themselves in harm's way. If that means burning you out of burning you alive in your house, that's probably an answer. I'm just saying. And we can argue those points ad on infinitum, and it's not going to change. Because you also can't account for every contingency. You can try. Put sprinklers on your house. Motion detectors. Lights. Barbed wire. And then you're just living in a prison that you created yourself. Oh, yeah? I kind of figured they'd start somewhere with the primers. Are they really that hard to make themselves? Because it's really tiny. A primer's what? Not even half an inch. Not even, on some bullets, it's really, really tiny. My wizard spell worked in poison frog darts. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Sleep spell. Sleep spell. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You think so? I mean, they make them like, what? A couple 100,000 a day. I don't think it's all just a little. You could always go back to flintlocks. Take the primers out of the equation altogether. Or you can even make a gun, I'm sure, you could make a gun that runs completely on liquid chemical. Where, you squeeze a bulb on the end of it, two chemicals react on the inside, and it shoots a projectile. I'm sure somebody could come up with that. Somebody came up with that in a book that I read about, surprisingly enough, A Magic Place, Drew, where these people, they brought their knowledge of guns to this magical realm and how to make them, and they made guns, and then the wizards of the day figured out that mixing two chemicals together could shoot a projectile just as well. Yes, that's a science fiction, but I'm sure that could become reality very quickly. And not to mention, oh, really? That's horrible. Or even air. I mean, why don't you just use an air tank? You can get a BB gun that can shoot 1,000 rounds a minute. See? That's what I was just saying. There's all kinds of different ways to get around the things that they're trying to put in your path. It didn't really concern you. Let them. We'll just make something different. Okay. Like that one gun that shoots 100,000 rounds at the same time. I don't think those use primers. I think that's all air assist or some shit. Getting angry at them for trying to, what they think they're trying to do is to protect people. There's always ways around it. Just go, okay. Just shake your head. Be nice. We can be civil. I think that's what people are really trying to get to, is where everybody can be civil with one another. I mean, that ain't never going to happen in our lifetime, I'll tell you that. Like I said, will I change the world? No. Will I convince anyone to think like I do. Probably not. But I will think my way, and I will can and will discuss anything with anyone. Yeah, you got to have it kind of high for the pressure. Especially if you want to pierce skin, but if you don't, your options are wide open at that point. If you're not looking to kill somebody and you're just trying to get them to go away from you, getting hit with 1,000 fucking BBs a minute it would deter just about anybody. I mean, I myself want to help own anti-aircraft missiles, ground to air, or at least I want the laser guidance system that they use and that planes detect, just so I can scare the airplanes around here. Stop flying over my house. No, let's not. Nice. Do you ever pump one up? Get those pump ones and pump it up so much the barrel explodes when you pull the trigger. I've seen that happen. Also, the bird it hit went poof. It went completely poof. Bird was there 1 second. Next second, feathers everywhere. Nice. Yeah, so I never had guns. My grandfather believed in them, but my mother didn't. My dad wasn't around, so I never had guns. Oh, right on. I had a bow and arrow though. What's a gun gonna do when you can't find the person that's shooting at you because they got a bow and arrow and it's silent? Yeah. Crossbows, knives. I'm a knife guy myself. I like knives. Silent and deadly. Hit a person in the right spot, they won't even scream when they're dying. And they'll die within 10 seconds. Right on. I've only known very few Vietnam vets in my life. I knew a guy in recon once. He was crazy. He was real crazy. War isn't good for the brain, man. It shows you the real about what it all is all about. Having a gun is one thing. Taking a life is a completely other different thing altogether, man. Well, if you have, a conscience, morals, values, ethics, that's what needs to get taught in school more than anything else. respecting everybody around you and yourself, and knowing that people are going to be different no matter where you go, no matter what you do. You can't change them, and you shouldn't try. You should let people be the way they are. Just because they want to dress up in a furry suit doesn't mean they're going to come after your children. Just because they like it up the butt doesn't mean they're going to make you like it up the butt. Let people be people. People want to do stuff, let them do stuff. That's the whole concept of freedom. Your right to be what you want is your right. It stops at you telling me what I can and cannot do with my own body. And that's where we need to get to. We're not even at that point yet. I'd love to shoot a Barrett 50 cal. I really would. I thought you liked planes anyway. What happened to your plane? Is it flying? That's really what I'm trying to get people to think on, is get everybody on the same page first, and then we can go from there. But knowing that everybody's going to be different. And accepting that. Right on. I've only shot them in video games. I've never shot them in real life. The closest I've ever come to a 50 cal is a 50 cal machine gun during my time in the Army National Guard. I have a couple of 50 shells here. Empty, of course, but I have a couple of shells. I have a whole belt of old M6, not M16, M60. Is it the M60? I got a whole belt of that. Plus a couple other shells here and there. I'm going to protect my house from this mountain up here. What about those 50 cal one shot pistols they have? Ooh, I saw a really good gun the other day. And like I said, I don't mind people having guns. I don't care. But I saw this really cool. Somebody finally turned a shotgun into a revolver. I was like, what? I want that. I just tell them that all you got to do is saw off the barrel. Oh, heck yeah. Ever since that one Jean-Claude Van Damme movie when he was in Nolens, Louisiana. And what's his name with the one-shot gun? I always like one-shot pistols. I tell you, you go boar hunting some places. One-shot pistol. Challenge yourself. Ooh, yeah. Automatic fucking shotgun. You absolutely positively have to clear a room. Nothing beats an AK 47. Well, y'all give me a minute. I'll be right back. I gotta go visit the restroom. Oh, my legs. I think I screwed up my calves today. Oh man, they hurt. Oh, they hurt. Oh, oh, oh. I don't judge anybody. I don't judge a single person. Well, I do. We all do. And to say that we don't is you're just lying. We all judge each other. We all say, "Oh, that person's this, that person's that." Everybody does. How you do it is the problem. A lot of people have because they usually tell people when they should. But I don't judge a single person. You can do and be what you want. But just know that people will, if it starts to affect other people, they will say something. Oh my goodness. What else is going on? I should be checking the. But the results aren't going to be final till at least next week for a lot of these stupid races. Oh, we all do. Everybody does. It's not just, you or me or, here and there. It's everybody. And so far, 4140 for that. That's good. Yes, it's still judging. But, you know, what you do inside your head is up to you. You know, if you put it out there, then yeah. Just observing. I don't need that kind of math in my life. Damn, he had that going for 4 hours today. Shit. Just gonna be quiet. Found out today that Safeway got bought. I was like, what? If NASA made an impossible discovery of a new planet, everybody on the Earth would know about it already. Goodbye. Dogs are better than cats only in certain aspects, where cats are better than dogs in just about everything else. I like dogs. No. You have to say DC is better than Marvel to even get me to have a reaction. Video games are used by the military. So you're calling the military lazy. Right on. And they're used by the police. So the police are lazy too. Right on. Yes. DC has never been better than Marvel. Marvel has always been superior to DC as far as artwork is concerned. Story wise, DC has been better than Marvel in many aspects. No, it can't. It always follows Marvel's footsteps. Always. Always has, always will. Got that right, Drew. He's not a supervillain, he's a vigilante. He has no superpowers except his money, which only gave him the ability to travel around the world, learn many different things about the world. But he has no intrinsic superpowers, and he's really just a vigilante. He's not being a superhero in any sense of the word. Dark Knight is Batman. If you mean Dark Knight the movie is better than the Batman that just got released, yes. Star Wars Wait till you hear this one, Drew. Star Wars promotes fascism, uh, infanticide, uh, oppression. Yeah. No, Dark Knight is not a better, oh, unless of course it's a new one that I haven't heard of yet. If it's something that I have no idea. But if you're talking about the movie, then I have an opinion on it. But if it's a different person altogether, then no. Well, Batman's a vigilante. No, he's just, and that's what he is. No comic book? Mm. Mm. I'd have to see it. Got proof, prove it. You got the proof. That's what everybody wants. They always want proof. Can't you just take it at my word? Okay, Drew, now you're just talking shit because you're totally, oh my God, wrong. I'm going to tell you this. Here you go. Here you go, Drew. Every single hero movie that's ever been made from Marvel or DC is a slap in the face to every true fan who ever liked comic books. Well, good for you, Safe. All my comics got stolen from me. I have a very, maybe a 6-inch, maybe 6 to 8 inch stack of comics left from my thousands of comics I used to have. Now, Dark Horse comics, they were good. I'm going to talk about comic books. I've learned to have to let things go. Say, it's taken me a long time to get to that point of just letting it go. I had whole runs of uh, Peter Parker. That I had the entire run of Peter Parker, this spectacular Spider-Man. I've had the mini series of Wolverine. I've had some really good comics, but lost or stolen. Fuck yeah, I love when Dark Horse first came out. Oh my God, they just blew my mind away. They had some good comics. Even some of the independents that were out there during that time, during the late 80s, but they had some really good stories. Really stuff that made you think. The artwork was always good. Yeah, I used to be a big comic book fan, man. Very first comic book I ever bought was 15 cents. And it was Teen Titans. Yeah, I would think so. Dark Horse had some pretty damn good stuff in there. See, Drew, now I know you're just trying to push buttons here, because no, he's not. He's, he is quite possibly one of the best humans on the planet. I will give him that. He is a decent, upstanding citizen. He is a wonderful person. He is somebody who you would willingly let your daughter marry. But he can't act his way out of a wet paper bag. The only movie he did any good acting in was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure because he didn't expect anything from it. He just put his all into what he thought was going to be a one-shot deal, and he did a great job. But I can show you movie after movie where he just cannot act for shit. I liked him a little bit in Constantine. He was good in Constantine because that was another thing that was just a one shot. You didn't have to really prove anything to anybody, and he did well. But for the most part, he just can't fucking act. Now, would I want him on my side in a gunfight? Fuck yeah. Because all that shit in John Wick he does, he knows how to do. But yeah, he's a wonderful, decent, upstanding human being as far as he's been portrayed so far. And I don't fault him for it at all. Oh, goody, we got one. Ryan Reynolds? Ew. Wait, who's that? Ryan Reynolds. I don't know who Ryan Reynolds is. I don't know names very well. If it's Deadpool, yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah, him? Yeah, he is. He is. He's a good comedic actor, but he has his limitation of him being himself. You never really see him act outside of who he is as a person. Green Lantern was just awful. That wasn't Spirit, that was me. Green Lantern was just awful. Because again, he was playing himself. And yeah, he has a funny personality. Yes, he's got good comedic timing. But Free Guy, I will give you that one. Free Guy was pretty good. But it was still him. You know? I don't know. I expect more from actors than just playing themselves. Like Patrick Stewart, he can act. He has a range. Ryan Reynolds doesn't have range. What's his name? The guy who played Joker and Morbius. He has range. He has way too much range. He is trying way too hard. Say what now? Oh, I might have to go look at that shit. And I don't know. I mean, it's like that chick who played Domino in his Deadpool 2. That was kind of bland because the chick that she's portraying isn't anything like she portrayed it. Neither is the New Mutants movie. Oh my god, that was awful. I mean, I like seeing magic and all that shit. She used to be my fantasy. I loved her when they brought her out. Her and Starfire from the Teen Titans, I loved. I just, I was young. You see some good side, those are girls I liked. But like X-Men movies, blech. I watched them. Yeah, they're all right, but nothing special. Cartoons are much better for comic books than real life because real life movies, they always try to shove real life situations into a comic book, and comic books are there for one reason and one reason only: to be extra larger than life, to show a fantasy. not to show reality. And that's where it gets, for me anyway, that's where it pisses me off, is they try to bring reality into situations that just aren't. Is that the Heath Ledger? I think that's his name. I'm not quite sure. I don't like him. I know he has a cult following and shit like that. And actually, I think he has a cult now. But he has range. He tries just a little bit too fucking much, though. You know who did the Joker right? Jack Nicholson. No, not Heath Ledger. That other one. With in the Suicide Squad. And he's also playing Morbius. And Heath did a wonderful job. At first, the very first time I saw it, I didn't like that Joker at all. But then I watched it a couple more times. And just focusing on the Joker parts, he did a really good job. He did a really good job. Too bad he died. He died doing cocaine with people he didn't know. I think they even have a video of it right before he died. Yeah. That's what they were supposed to be, and I'm glad that they started that at least. Because when you see Arnold Schwarzenegger and then you can only just but laugh. And that's how comic book movies should have been continued to be made. Silly little features that don't impact the world. They're just there to distract you. Yes, I guess. Like I said, I don't know names very well. I'm always horrible with names. I've never been really good with people having, names and stuff. Yeah, I think he's got like a cult following because, he's so handsome. I actually liked his version of it because it was, out there. Well, I'm not a big fan of his work either, but because that method acting or whatever he calls it, he just puts too much of himself in there, and they dissed him at every turn. You put that much effort into something, and they just blow it away like it's nothing. I mean, come on. There comes a point where you just go, fuck you people. Putting your health at risk to entertain people, fuck off. Really. If I gotta hurt myself and there's a CGI that can be done with it better, I go for the CGI. Time is it? 8:30. I would think so, because you have to insert yourself into that mentality. And if you're going for a psycho like Joker or Morbius, who's going through some changes like that is going to mess your mind up. At least I would think so. I'm not trying to assume anything. No, I can act crazy, but I'm not going to put myself in that crazy thought. God, I would like one auditor to just say, "What's normal?" Well, people don't normally act like that. What's normal? Could you please point to me a dictionary explanation or something? Because normal doesn't exist, just like Australia. What else is going on? Like a boss. No, his downfall was being a cokehead. Straight up. His downfall was being a cokehead. He did coke with the wrong people and he died from coke. Cocaino. Cocaino. Not sure. I don't know his whole story. All I know is he died from coke overdose. Doing it with the wrong people. That's all I know. I don't think I've watched maybe 3 of his movies ever. And one of those being Batman. You look like a criminal. Yep. Just look at, you didn't have to look no further than Ron Williams. For that statement, gotta look no further than Ron Williams. I met him once. Got his autograph too. He was all coked up at the time, but him and what's his name? Oh, there's a bunch of comedians out there who did all messed up. Kate Man. Yep, he is. He is the perfect one. Somewhere over my panties. You know, he's from a different breed of actors. He's from, I mean, he got training from a lot of different people. He was in a ton of fucking movies. Annette Funicello. Come on, man. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. Mo, mo, mo. M-I-C. See you real soon. K-E-Y. Why? Because we love you. M-O-U-S-E. Oh, life was so much simpler as a child. Not back in the day, not in the good old days, as a child. Beep, 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 beep. Boop, boop. I don't know, people. I just don't know. Lines are getting longer. Well, duh. People are off work and they're going to vote. That's why mail-in voting is so good. Massive earthquake in Colorado was a 3.3.
It's likely to be a memorable midterm election. Let's hope it's not like election night was here in Colorado 140 years ago. That is when the state's largest earthquake hit, a magnitude 6.6, right here in the center.
Yeah, and I sleep through those, so. It was a 3.3 we had here. And people want to say, oh, it's such a massive earthquake. Yeah, you don't even pause to look at those. Silly people. Silly people with their silly notions about silly stuff. Ma'am. Kurt. Everybody just stop thinking. Now y'all run. Yay, Massachusetts has their first elected lesbian governor in the United States. Woohoo! Headlines from the future. Well, people, I know you're out there listening. I think I'm going to call it for the night. I appreciate you all. Thanks for stopping in and listening to me rant and rave and talk, chit chat, all that neat stuff. Argyle and Grant, spring, summer. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's the guys. Don't like the guy one. I like the girl one. Show me the girl ones. I like those. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it, people. Save. Have a great night, Druzy. Give Torty a hug for me, and all you other people that are hiding in the background. I love you. But y'all have a wonderful evening. Take care. Drive safe. Be well. And see you on the next one. Hope. Peace.